In this exercise tutorial video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do cable rope hammer curls. Okay. And what I'm going to do is overlay some B-roll of me doing this exercise while I talk you through the form and technique pointers so that you can see what you're supposed to do while I talk you through how to do the exercise. Okay. So I hope you find this helpful. But with a rope hammer curl, really there's kind of two areas that we're targeting with the rope hammer curl. It's a curl, so you're targeting your biceps muscles. But in addition to targeting your biceps, you're also targeting your brachialis, which runs through your forearm and actually runs up into the upper part of your arm as well, underneath your biceps muscle. So training your brachialis muscle, one, is very, very important just for functional strength and health and longevity and stability and all those good things. But also, if you're interested in building bigger arms, it's going to help your arms appear to visually be bigger. Okay, so there's a lot of good things that happen by training the brachialis muscle. Any type of hammer curl is going to help you do that. So I love these rope hammer curls because they more or less provide constant tension on the muscle while you're doing the exercise. If you do hammer curls with dumbbells, when you get to the bottom of each rep, there's virtually no tension on your muscles, on your biceps or your brachialis, because the weights are just hanging there, right? But there's a ton of tension when you get to the top, when you curl the weight all the way up. With a rope hammer curl, since it's attached to a cable all the way at the bottom of the exercise, you're going to have tension on the muscle in addition to all the way at the top of the exercise. So you're going to probably get more out of doing the cable rope hammer curl variation than a standard hammer curl variation. Both are very beneficial, but I like this one more. Okay, so the setup for this exercise, I like to set up very close to the machine, the cable machine. So you attach the rope attachment to the cable, load the machine up with the weight that you're going to lift. And I like to get pretty darn close to the machine, close enough that, I can still curl the rope up without hitting the machine. But when I'm at the very bottom, the weight is being pulled almost directly down. That's how I find it to be most effective and most comfortable. So you're going to want to grip the rope with your two fists out in front of you, okay? And so the opening of your hands would be pretty much directed towards each other. And what you're going to do is at the bottom of each rep with your grip like that, think about bending your elbow and curling your fists all the way up, really thinking about trying to touch them to the front of your shoulder at the top of each rep. I think that's a nice cue to make sure that you're really focusing on just bending that elbow. You don't want your wrist to be doing anything crazy, okay? Sometimes you'll see people getting to the top and then like tweaking their wrist all the way to the side, and it's completely unnecessary. You're not going to get more out of the exercise by doing that. If anything, you're just going to increase the likelihood that you get injured by doing this, and that's stupid. So let's not do that. I want you to think about curling it up, bending your elbow, trying to touch the shoulder at the top, okay? And your hands are going to be facing each other. Try to feel a nice, strong contraction at the top while keeping that wrist straight, and then lower the weight back down under control until you get all the way to the bottom and you're able to lock your elbows out fully at the bottom, okay? That's going to be one full range of motion rep. When you get to the bottom, slight pause at the bottom before you then initiate another rep by once again bending your elbow and thinking about curling that weight up with your wrists in a neutral position to try and touch the front of your shoulder. I like to actually load this exercise up and do it a bit heavier in the lower rep ranges. So 6 to 10, 8 to 12, not going much higher than that. But find what works best for you, what's most comfortable, what you feel like you get the most out of, and roll with that. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more strength training tips just like this.